Alright, thank you, Karakan, for hosting. You're probably not actually here. Well, I need to get to work. Let's see, what do we got? Mission UI? Yeah, I'll be working on the UI shortly. I was going to do a few things first. So, the pause menu is not opening. Yeah, so it's not opening here either. So, it should be pretty simple to fix. What am I doing? I don't have my gloves on. He was just about to go to bed. Well, it's 3 in the afternoon here. I know. I don't know what I'm confused. Yeah, I wasn't streaming yesterday because I was helping out the Maelstrom guys again, which will be a pattern, but I talked to them. They'll be letting me stream whenever, so I'll be splitting my time a bit with their stuff from now on because they need the help. Alright, so screens, in-game screen, so it's going to be inside of this guy. So okay, so the guy from Ohio shut down. Yeah, he got banned. He got banned pretty hard. Alright, so it's always saying first frame is that, so there it goes. Alright, so that should fix the pause menu in game, but let's just boot it up and make sure that that's actually the case. Yeah, they're actually they're doing real well right now for their game. So that's pretty cool. They had a big weekend for their game. And it looked like Adam was getting started on the mission stuff, so very good. Yeah, the plan there, if you're concerned about people splitting time between other projects, is probably pretty valid. But hopefully they're using the same sort of technology we are. So I know Adam has a lot of questions about materials and art and everything, and we might be able to get them to help us with some of those questions. I need to build a lot of the systems anyway, and when we do eventually go to Steam, like all the experience of actually going through and helping with another launch makes it so we kind of know what we're doing. So, in some ways, it's a pretty cool opportunity to be able to go do that Steam launch, but with somebody else's product. So you can kind of, you can launch a space shuttle, but you don't have to pay for it the first time, which is always good for business. I think it was LOD popping. Ugh. I think Adam goes a little bit too crazy with these single meshes that have everything in them. Probably needs to split those up. But let's not get sidetracked about complaining about something. We just want to make sure the pause menu is actually working. Can't just subscribe. What? 3 months in a row? Hey, you need those emotes. Oh, thank you, Karakan. We will continue forward. Oh yeah, the escape closes the freaking editor. Yeah. So we'll see. Are you at the top of the leaderboards yet? Alright, so we got the pause menu back. So that works. Maybe. Alright, let's see. No, Adam's still up there. He's beating you by 200 points. Alright, well, I can't not have something to say about that. See, that's how you win in 10 seconds. You just you pump it, jump in there, score a goal, and vote to end the match. The bots started to work. Yeah, pretty strange. Yeah, the bots are. I haven't looked at them, but there's probably some very simple, little small thing messed up with them, which causes them to have. It's going to be some of the flags with the game modes where like always easy and all that's screwed up somewhere. And then they finally like kick over to their randomness and set their variables proper. Very hit happy. Yeah, they just go into angry mode and that's it. Alright, well I got a few wins in there. The next thing that we want to do here is get the right axis on the controller to move the move the mouse wheel up and down. All right, so let's see how this actually works. So we've got Rx for this guy. So I guess the only thing we really care about is RY, so it's up and down for that guy. So let's just do that, RY. Stop. So this is going to be input axis. So this might be actually pretty easy for us to do. Delta time, huh? Do we have a DT right here? Yeah, we do. Num samples and then gamepad. Let's just do one true. Well, what were those? One and false? Yeah, okay. All right, well, let's see if it does what we want it to do. You're in another country, so yeah, I can imagine that's difficult to sort out everything all the time. I mean, good problems though, right? Like they got a whole new gig going on, which is pretty awesome. So go get rested up, and thanks for sticking around, and we'll see if we can do something about you being on the top of the leaderboards here. Try to get you down to number 3. The router key to set up port forwarding? Yeah, so you can have the layer going on. That is true. Alright, so I'll get this right axis on the controller moving the mouse wheel, and then I'll get back to the mission UI. What is this? Oh yeah, I'm going to sleep. Nah, I'm gonna try to hijack your wins here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Not enough time to make a difference. Alright, we'll put up this editor while we're waiting here for the next match. Yeah, good thing. Had to get rid of your win streak. Oh, ouch, yeah. You almost had the tie there at the end too. If I hadn't turned on the sound effects, I would not have noticed you were jumping in the match. Oh no, I got edited. Oh, almost. Ah, she's got it. There we go. And one. Shit. Got it. Got it. Yeah, when you hit me, it actually releases the ball. So in some of these, you're helping me get it to the right side of the screen. Oh shit. No. Oh, that defense. That was going in too. Oh, jeez. Come on, get down there. To the other end. Oh, the float. Oh, she got it. There we are. That's cheeky slide. $19 seconds. Oh. Come on. One more. One more. Oh, she got it. Oh, and one final hit. Alright, well, GG. The, a sticky ball is just it's a thing. Anyway, I'm gonna have to test if this thing actually does what I wanted it to. You need to practice sticky ball game, not a fan. Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult than it probably should be. So we have the delta here, which is 0.03. Get cache pointer event. Alright, so we need to actually go cache that pointer event. Is what we need to do. Not a fan. Alright, so the cursor dead zone, we've got the previous pause, we have the mouse pause, we've got our keys. And what is this F pointer event? Alright, Abby, have a good back some other time. So in delta. Okay, so this probably will do it. Yeah, the sticky ball game mode is just an experiment and it's not super great. But you kind of have to. It's like whips in games. Sometimes whips are something that can be really weird, and some people are just like, I like it, stupid. And you also kind of have to think about where the server thinks you are, because the ball is going towards where the server has your character, not to where your character is on the screen. Alright, so Let's see if we got our cache pointer set up properly. Alright, it looks like it is driving the mouse wheel. It's just super fast. So we've got it, we just need to slow it down. So let's go to our global utils and add a new constant that we can mess with. Cursor speed. A 1,000. Yeah, okay, let's set that at 250. And build that up. Leave a sticky ball map because of sticky ball, and guess what? The other map is sticky ball too. It's actually been pretty cool. Daisy, when it was all, I mean, it's probably still all buggy and fucked up. And the owner's like, I'm not leaving until I die. You know, like, it's one of those things that it's kind of losing your win streak is also, like, people want it. Just, you know, I'm still here playing. I need a good bookend. And losing that win, you know, something to play against another person that actually has some sort of value, even if that value is nothing, can be compelling. So let's turn it down to 20 and let's invert it. How come it's still inverted? How is that possible? I inverted it. Ten seconds. Stop getting distracted playing your own game and do work. No. I love that spike move. It's the best. BioWare store is shutting down, where you can buy all BioWare merchandise. I'm like, oh, well, this is trash. No wonder they're shutting down. They're it's like somebody used to care, and then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? We should have this sort of stuff too in the store. And then nobody like spoke up and said, actually, sir, that's a really dumb idea. So let's see how this thing works on the against production. I like that I can actually run against production system from my editor. That is fucking awesome. Because there's so many times I've been working with online systems where it's like you have to be some ridiculous advanced final build to actually run, and otherwise everything's this unauthenticated mess of horribleness. Our stuff is just set up nicely. I like it. Put it up. I want to make sure that the mouse wheel works on a few other screens, not just that iframe in the beginning of the game. Alright. Oh, it works. Look at that. We can scroll better with the frickin' controller than we can with the goddamn mouse. Hooray! So let's check that global leaderboard. Where are we right now? I am 5,000 points off of Adam, and Karakan has overtaken Adam. She's #1 on the list. I'll have to screenshot that for her. She did it. She did it. She took over the top spot. We're gonna have to I have to do something about that. Alright, so I've got that in order, so I fixed the pause menu and did all that. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to add objectives to stages and to missions. So objectives need to be human readable things that we display. No, that's Firefox, not the right thing. Our mission, our objectives are going to be these small things here. It's layers. Okay, so we have a mission, we have all these things. Let's get our objective list. Type is a string. Vizio has stopped working. Nice job, Vizio. We weren't even using you. It's just chilling over there. Be like, it'd be a shame if I crashed. Alright, so we added those objectives there. We also need to add those objectives to our objectives. So I'll get all that generated out there. That's going to be in our Dashkin game data. Come on, Visual Studio, you can stop. Alright, so we'll snag that there. And we'll also snag them here. And then we need to do the same thing here for the convert stuff. So I think it's as simple as mission set objectives to mission.objectives. And the same thing down here where we just have new stage set objectives to stage.object. I think that does it. Oh man, sudden Jeff. Oh man, I get too anxious to get those hits when I like And I screwed up. Very nice. The other thing is we wanted the overrides for stuff as part of the mission, didn't we? Of a set of colors and the rest that we use. I think I'll just write that down. So for the stage, we have score 5 goals, but we need our, yeah, we have our name, we have our unlocked name. I think we need like header and then description. So we'll go to our mission. So we have the description, and we just have header. And while we're here, we might want to come up with that color scheme naming. Light and boss. Yeah, let's do like daytime and yeah, dark light and browns. And the browns. Alright, so the mission is going to have a color scheme. So we're going to have here, this will be color scheme. And it'll be a string in here. But inside of game objects, it's going to be a enum. The default is default. And then we will, down in our new stage, set color scheme stage dot color scheme. But we need to do the UBS color scheme stat.